Okay, so since cosine is even and sine is odd, the next thing I'm going to look at is not just 7i, but minus 7i. And when I put minus 7i into e to the I theta equals cosine theta plus I sine theta, and theta equals minus 7i, what do I get?
So you get e to the 7
E to the 7 equals
cosine of minus 7i plus I sine minus 7i.
Okay, and how do I use my even and odd function properties to turn this, I'm going to sneeze, into something that looks with 7 i's instead of minus 7 i's?
So you know that cosine of minus 7i is the same as cosine of I.
What?
Or cosine minus 7i is the same as cosine of 7i.
Okay. So e to the 7th equals cosine of 7i.
And then it would be so sine of minus 7i is the same as minus sine of 7i.
Minus I sine of 7i.
So you can add them.
Alright.
So you get 2 cosine 7i
2 cosine 7i.
equals so e to the 7 plus e to the minus 7.
Okay.
So cosine 7 cosine 7i equals that.
Can you see what sine of 7i equals?
So you'd have to multiply this by -1.
Alright.
So then it would be e to the minus 7 minus e to the 7 over 2. So it would be, minus.
So what do you think it is?
So it would be e to the minus 7 minus e to the 7 over 2.
Not quite.
You have to multiply this one by -1, you get minus 7, minus e to the 7 equals minus cosine of 7i plus I sine. Oh, it's over 2i.
It's over 2i. And you know what 1 over I is?
It's I to the minus 1. No.
Work it out.
So
What does that equal?
So it's I to minus 1, which is the square root of minus 1 to the minus 1, which is minus 1 to the 1/2 to the minus 1.
You're making it harder than it needs to be.
So it's 1 over root minus 1. So you can rationalize. And you get
Okay. So don't do it with square roots. Just rationalize it from here.
you can multiply by I.
Okay.
You get I over I squared, which is minus 1. So this is minus I.
All right. So 1 over I is minus I. Okay. Why does that make sense?
Well, it evaluates to minus I,
Okay.
but I guess it's like I kind of rationalizes like a square root would,
All right.
and then it would be I over I squared.
But why does 1 over I equaling minus I actually make sense? The reciprocal of I is minus I.
Well, because they have to multiply together to be 1.
Okay.
And since I squared is minus 1, I squared times minus 1 would be 1.
There you go. So this simplifies to be minus I times this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just going to be e to the, it's going to be I over 2 times e to the 7th minus e to the minus 7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that probably didn't show up on camera very well. But there you go. So now you've learned that cosine of Ix, where x is a real number, is what?
Cosine of Ix, it's e to the x plus e to the minus x over 2.
Over 2. And this is sometimes, by the way, called hyperbolic cosine. Written cosh of x. There you go. There's your mystery explained. All right, good work.